Located in an underground bunker somewhere in Madison, Indiana, is a different kind of podcast. Welcome to Loudmouth with your host, Dean Sidham.
Ugly, you are disgusting. I'm going to kill you. Give me $200.
Hey, somebody's got to pay the guy. Dr. Phil. Make a living however you can. Hey, I'm back. I know that pisses a lot of people off. I just wanted to bring you up to snuff on where I be. Can you all hear that? There's no professional courtesy anymore. I'm trying to do a podcast in here. Jesus. Wow. Can you hear that vacuum cleaner running in there? Anyway, let's just go on with what we got. I did want to bring everybody a little bit up to speed on what's been going on. It's been almost a month and a half, maybe 2 months since I've done a podcast. I've been going through a lot of trials and tribulations. Those of you close to me know that. I'm currently, if I was to walk and talk with you on a level field, it would take about 14 liters of oxygen for me to do that. So I'm a dangerous man. There ain't no holding back anymore. Not that I usually did much anyway, but a very dangerous thing is a man who's no longer working and a man who is dying. So there is no holding back. But I'm not here to talk about that. Thank you all, and God bless you all who have helped us. And there's been a lot of you, so many, way too many to name. And it's been some trying times, but it's all good. And, I even almost debated whether I even do another podcast. Not that many of you would have cared, but a few people tugged at my strings, and there's just so much going on. And there's just some things I want to share personally, and politics as well, and just so much going on that maybe you'll be faced with someday. Just to get disability has been a chore in itself. I was due to get my first disability check September the 23rd, and I just got my first one today. And of course, the funny thing is it's the COVID-19 thing. But we'll get into all that, and we'll do that down the road. I'm just here mainly to give you a little tease today. There are some things going on that are really bugging me. Wow. What are we, about 19, 18 days, 22 days away from election. And I have a lot of friends on the left, and I love them dearly, but it's beyond me how anybody could even begin. And I have nothing against Joe Biden. I wish him nothing but the best. He's a front man. I truly believe that. And with that being said, it would literally scare the hell out of me to think of Kamala Harris as a president. I think that's what they're looking at. Of course, it's just unbelievable what's going on out there. The Hunter Biden, Joe Biden situation, with the New York Post wanting to release the thanks for turning off the vacuum cleaner, by the way, but wanting to release the emails. There's nothing out there. As soon as they dropped all the emails out and people wanted to start talking about it on Twitter and Facebook, everything was taken down immediately. We got a little cut here. I'm going to play just a snip on that, and we're going to talk about this in depth coming up Tuesday. Mike Johnston, I believe, is going to join me again. He's been a guest in the past. But here's a little bit about what we're going to be talking about next Tuesday on that. Take a listen.
Joining me right now on the phone to walk us through it is former White House Chief Strategist Steve Bannon. Steve, thanks very much for weighing in and joining the conversation this morning. What do we know about Hunter Biden, and what does this tell us, Steve?
Well, I think this tells us very simply, Maria, I've been on your show since the beginning of this year saying consistently one thing, that Joe Biden has extensive financial relationships with foreign governments and companies controlled by foreign governments that he's never disclosed. In fact, he's lied about it. This is the first story, and the New York Post has done a great job. You got Emma Jo Morris and the great columnist Miranda Devine does a terrific job. Everybody should go to the New York Post for the story. But this just lays right out that Joe Biden has lied to the mainstream media. He's lied to the New York Times. He's lied to the Wall Street Journal. He's lied to the Washington Post. He's consistently lied. He didn't know anything about this. These emails show that he lied about that. Also shows there's another story there.
Yeah, we'll go into a lot more depth on that next Tuesday. In fact, that might be a dead story by next Tuesday. Who knows? With a news cycle changing as much as it does, I know they're talking about possibly bringing these guys in front of the Congress. Not so much them, except maybe Zuckerberg and the gentleman. His name escapes me. The dude who owns Twitter. It's amazing what these people are doing. In fact, I'm doing this live and will actually repost it. It'll probably be taken down as well. But, to me, I've talked for 2.5 years over the deep state, what they've got by with on the election and the scandalous stuff. As they've been, and a lot of you know this, if you read the book, especially the people on the right know that they just absolutely spied on the Trump candidacy. It's not a secret. I don't think anybody will do any time on it, and it's absolutely crazy. If it had been done from the other side, it's just, to me, this is the biggest election of all time, folks. I'm not going to be around in a year. It's going to be your world. But I truly believe in my heart of hearts, if the Democrats win this election, you'll never see anything but a one-party system moving forward. Maybe I'm nuts. I don't know. But I think it'll be one-party system. I think that's how deep we're into this. I think everybody's on the take. I think the media is bought in. And that's just my opinion. I was watching Fox last week. Newt Gingrich was on. And he mentioned George Soros in a situation. And I like Harris Faulkner real well. And somebody said, well, I don't think we need to bring George Soros into the conversation. And they were talking mainly about the looting going on and how he was paying for it. And Newt Gingrich said, well, why not? He's the one paying for it. And they said, well, he just doesn't need to be brought into it. And there was just like a 10-second silence. And it's like, damn, that was really strange. And they went to a commercial break. And they come back and they went to a whole different subject. Well, the next day, Harris, said, I want to apologize to Newt Gingrich. She said he's beloved and I think the world of him. And I just think that it was rude and it was wrong. And she said, we like to, let people speak their mind here and have an opinion. And I just want to apologize. And they went ahead and moved on. Well, it just sort of still stuck with me. So I immediately went to Newsmax, which, by the way, I recommend anybody. I listen to BBC to try to get fair and truly unbalanced news. You can't even get that on Fox anymore or any of our media outlets, but I think Newsmax is very reputable. They're on YouTube. But here's an interesting cut. I'm going to let you hear just a little bit of this. We'll get into this real deep, I think, Tuesday, too, when Mike comes on the air. And I'll let you hear a little bit clip of this. But I think this is very important. I think this is the story of the year. And I think there's a lot behind this as well.
After an appearance by Newt Gingrich on one of their shows, Fox News Channel is being accused of censoring criticism of the left-wing extremist and Democrat socialist financier George Soros after this exchange went viral on social media.
Pro-criminal and overwhelmingly elected with George Soros's money, and they're a major cause of the violence we're seeing because they keep putting the violent criminals back on the street.
I'm not sure we need to bring George Soros into this. I was going to say you get the last word, Speaker.
He paid for it. I mean, why can't we discuss the fact that millions of dollars?
I agree with Melissa. George Soros doesn't need to be a part of this conversation.
Okay. So it's verboten.
All right, we're going to.
Powerful voices, folks, have weighed in on this. Dick Morris told Newsmax TV that he was shocked by that video you just saw. Bill O'Reilly confirmed that a thou shalt speak no ill of Soros doctrine exists over there at Fox. And talk show host and former Fox star Glenn Beck said this.
I will tell you that George Soros is not to be discussed. It is verboten. When I got down to the end, one of the things at Fox News, they were starting to tell me I can't talk about things. They just talk about this, stop talking about that. One of them was God, one of them was Israel, and the other one was George Soros. How can you be an honest?
This is about a 10-minute clip. Mike will be on with me hopefully Tuesday. We haven't set a time up yet, and you'll be welcome to call in as well and share your thoughts, because I know a lot of people don't agree with me. I think this is going to be. I think it already is the biggest story of the year. I think that's what's truly separating us right now. I think we're at very dangerous times in our country. I always have said, remember, what unites us is a lot bigger than what divides us. And I'm not sure that's true anymore. We're so divided. And it's sad what's really going on in this country. But hopefully we'll get it together. Anyway, just wanted to give you a little tease on what I like to do and what's coming up. Hey, it's October. Like to have some scary stuff going on. I just joined a paranormal group here, and hopefully they'll have some scary stuff to share with us. And if you have a scary story, we're going to have a Halloween special coming up here a little bit later on. I love scary stuff. I'm not so much into the paranormal stuff. My son is real big on that. I'm not a ghost guy. I love to meet one, but if you got something you want to share with us, drop us a line. Be glad to hear from you. It's nice to be back on. My name's Dean. This is Loudmouth. Hey, God bless each and every one of you. Take care of yourself. Do something nice for somebody. I've had a lot of nice things done for me lately. In the meantime, stay safe and be good to one another. We'll talk to you soon. Remember, Tuesday night, Mike Johnston will be my guest.